All right. All right. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time it is from where you're watching. It is Tuesday. Let's get rid of that. And it is time for more Batman. We're going to hopefully wrap up Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Man, lots of ups and downs with this game. I've been pretty down on it mostly, I guess. But I think it's picked up a little bit towards well, what I can only assume are the latter parts of the game. Now, I don't know how much of the game we have left, but I reckon it's going to be enough to, or short enough, little enough, for us to power through and finish it tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. As always, we're working with PC gaming here, which is comes with its own set of potential issues, let's call them. First of all, I'm going to try to boot up Live Split here to get our times. Actually, did I update the timer? 750, that looks about right. Let's see, give me a sec. Let me just double check that I updated that. 750, yeah, that's where we left off last time. So for whatever reason, Live Split has had some issues with some games, and first session we did of this game, I had to like start the game up 6 times or something before it would let me start up without having Live Split just crash. And then last time it just worked. So hopefully it's going to be a little more cooperative this time. I don't have a lot of preamble, I guess. I kind of just want to get through this. So give me a sec here. I'm going to pause the music and let's turn up the audio a little bit here. And let's just boot up the game and see if it works. If it wants to boot, let's see. Okay, sure. A nice little lag. In fact, I should probably just be able to do this to see. Okay, Live Split hasn't crashed yet. Alright, are we getting some audio here? Oh, there we go. Is this... Oh, it is skippable. Holy shit. I thought I'd see the day. Alright, so... let's load it up. 22% progress, so yeah. That obviously includes all the unlockables and all the busy work nonsense, so it's a little hard to tell what progress you're actually doing. I think with the second game, I guess probably I had looked it up beforehand, just the number of stages, which I haven't with this game. But regardless, it's a little harder. I mean, even now that we're in the end of the game, well, relatively speaking, fuck it, let's, whoops, that's the Windows key. Let's not push that. Let's get back to the game. There we go. Live Split is working. Amazing. It's just working. So one of the like major kind of complaints I've had about this game is the structure being kind of all over the place. Including, you know, how the different levels connect, like how you go from one level to the next and how all that shit works. And now in the latter, I don't know, third of the game, maybe? We've now reached the point where we just go to a map screen and pick a stage from a menu, which is not what the game was like up until that point. So here we have all the stages, but unlike the second game, it doesn't actually tell us, it doesn't put a number on each stage. So, like with Lego Batman 2, knowing how many stages there were ahead of time, and having a number attached to each of them, it was very easy to like track progress. And in this case, only in the very end of the game do we even have this kind of menu, but since there's no numbers, it's a little harder to keep track of. But just to give a quick recap, I guess. Trying to piece together myself here and see if I can remember what the plot is and what we're doing here. So the beginning of the story is kind of whatever, it doesn't really matter. But at some point, Brainiac comes to Earth, and because he collects planets, I guess, he wants to shrink and devour the Earth, or, I don't know, bottle it, whatever. And we had that one cool stage where we kind of jumped between European cities and everything was kind of shrunk down. One of the more memorable stages for sure. He had previously, I don't know, captured a bunch of Lantern Corps guys. And I guess we like freed them or something. And in the process, the powers of all the Lantern Corps, I don't know, power rings, whatever they're called. Something happened, and a bunch of our characters got kind of taken over, I guess, by each of these powers. So Flash is super greedy and wants everything, and it's a really tiresome running joke. Wonder Woman is like super angry. Cyborg is really scared. The Joker loves everything, and something else maybe, I forget. So although I guess I was going to say to kind of fix that, although I'm not sure if it's really related to that. One way or another, we need to get all these Lantern Corps people to get all the powers from all these lanterns, I guess, to somehow defeat Brainiac. And at a point in the game, it was kind of cool, where it introduced this kind of menu stage select thing. We had 5 different stages to pick from to collect 5 different lantern powers, or lanterns, whatever. So we did the red, blue, orange, what other colors were there? Pink? Whatever, a bunch of colors. And after we completed all of those, we now have access to this new stage, Awkward Situation, which I guess is the yellow lantern. We're gonna find Sinestro, I suppose. And I assume it would seem to make sense to me that once we have this, we're going to go here, we're going to get the power of the Yellow Lantern, and then face off with Brainiac? Like, that seems, given the length of the game, length, as I've been kind of informed, I don't know. It seems like that would make sense. So it's possible we have just a small, 1, 2, 3, maybe levels left. On the bottom here, by the way, we have a bunch of extra levels that were part of DLC. We're playing this on the Epic Store version of the game, which I guess just comes with all the DLC. But we're kind of going to ignore that because it doesn't really have much bearing on the main game. And it's mostly for just a bunch of extra characters, which also aren't going to matter because we only get to play as them if we revisit a level in free play mode or, I don't know, do a bunch of extra shit. And we're mostly going to concern ourselves with getting through the main story. So, without further ado, let's go get the Yellow Lantern. I am sure. Yes. Let's do it. I like these little loading screen kit, whatever, Lego things. They look cool.
This is my least favorite place in the galaxy.
We don't like you either. Sinestro, we have come. Save the bad acting. The other lanterns called ahead.
All right, here we go. Hey, what's up, Yoda? Hey, it's another Defender stage.
Expecting to deceive me, Jordan. You're even more foolhardy than I remember.
Cool, even if you kind of can't tell what the heck's going on.
I guess it's time for Plan B, guys.
So let's shoot down a bunch of enemies. Collect stuff if we can. Oh yeah, so in case that opening cutscene seemed to not make sense, as part of this like plot, I guess, because we need all the lanterns.
That's what Sinestro wants.
The like good guy lanterns, we just kind of go there and we,
How do we defeat this thing,
you know,
Hal?
ask them to borrow their power, and it's all good. It's all good. But some of the lanterns are like bad guys, so in order to convince them or to trick them, I guess, to lend us their power, a bunch of the heroes just disguise themselves as a couple of villains. So that's why you got Batman in the Joker makeup, and Robin in Lex's power armor, and Wonder Woman dressing as Cheetah, which is kind of fun. Alright, so in order to damage this boss here, I need to collect those. I got hit, I guess. These little things. So now I have a rocket, and once I see a little lock on target, I can fire the rocket. Catch up here, I guess. Whoa! There we go, press B. It actually hit.
Don't force me to make it work.
Hey, Sword Fan, what's up, guys? Guys, you're one person. Well, what's up, everyone else too? But what's up, man?
Make that indomitable will.
Yeah. Right. Thanks for stepping on my moment there, Batman.
Whoa. So the missile's like homing, but it still moves kind of awkwardly. I think it's like flying towards the boss. Well, it's like flying away, so you gotta find. Oh, I guess I already have one. I guess I'll fly the other way then, if you insist, King. Kind of weird. You're like have to be close enough, but then if you fire it like that, then yeah, is it even? Oh, this sucks. But the Yakuza collection, yeah, I need to. I got it digitally. I mean, I don't know, back last year. I figured I didn't want to wait until now to play the games. And miraculously, I actually did play through 3 and 4. Under any other circumstance, I feel like I would have not have wanted to wait. And then I would end up not playing the games until all of them are out anyway. You know, for collecting's sake, it would kind of be nice to have the physical box. And who knows, maybe I'll buy it also, just because I'm dumb. But yeah, I got the digital versions, and as it happens, I finished Yakuza 4 like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, I don't know, recently. Oh, I guess they got changed because no need for subterfuge.
They're not real, Robin.
They're still scary!
It's reading your mind. It knows what scares you.
How pitiful. This green menace has simply become a giant puppet.
Don't worry about me, guys. Save yourselves.
Put him down, Sinestro.
Quickly! After him before it's too late!
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so
Not our enemy.
They're thunderers, helpless under the control.
I'd hoped to have some time once I got started playing Yakuza 3. I played 3 basically over Christmas and New Year's, and pretty soon after finishing it in January, I started playing 4. And I just remembered that 5 was coming in spring at some point, you know, in 2020. I didn't really remember when it was coming out, so I was thinking that after finishing 4, I would have some time to play some of the other games, because I got the PSP games, the Black Panther games, and I have Of the End, what it was called, Dead Souls, the English version. And I actually have Kenzan as well on PS3, a Japanese version of that. Well, there is only a Japanese version. So I'd thought that maybe maybe I'd have time to check out some of those other games. But nope, 5 is out. And I still have my premium, whatever, what is it called? After Hours edition of 6. Still shrink wrapped, and I've been waiting to play it. You know, I've been waiting to finish the other games before playing that. So that is waiting for me. Whenever I get around to playing 5, I have 6 just sitting there. So now the challenge, as it were, is going to be to finish 5 and 6 before 7 comes out in English. But that shouldn't be too hard, because given that they haven't announced anything yet other than 2020, I would assume that it's coming later in the year. So if nothing else, I reckon I'll probably finish by late, you know, at the latest I'll finish 6 during summer. The collection officially releases tomorrow. No, well, it's out today. I mean, it's whoops. Whenever the store updates, if it's like 7 p.m. or whatever, I should be able to download it. So if I just play those, if I finish those games in the next 36 minutes while streaming something else, I'm good. But yeah, I'm probably not going to start 5 like today. It's nice to take like a couple of days off after finishing one of those games before diving into the next one. But like I said, you know, if I do 5 now in spring, I will probably... Summer's a long way away still, so I guess I probably won't wait that long to play 6. In fact, maybe summer would be a good time to actually play those other games. At some point, I started creating some layouts and stuff for streaming those games. Because I streamed the playthrough of the Fist of the North Star game. But I kind of found that I don't really like playing those games on stream. Because the way I play them, like, doesn't really align very well with the way I like to stream games. It's just... any of my guys have mind control? Oh, I guess she does. Oh, well, lasso control, same thing.
I'm sure.
Does that mean we actually get to save Adam West? Yeah, it's like the first time we did.
For your assistance, anyway.
There we go. But yeah, like it's kind of like oftentimes when I play those games, I kind of like watching and doing something else because there's a lot of busy work with a lot of the kind of collective aspects and that kind of stuff. So I ended up playing most of those games offline. They're like great go-to games when I want to play games, but I don't want to stream. But I think with the Kurohyou games, the Black Panther PSP games, I might be interested in streaming those because they are kind of different types of games, and people might be interested in seeing it, I guess, because they were never released in English, so most people probably don't really know them very well. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. As usual, I think summer is going to be high season for streaming because I don't really usually make other vacation plans. So that might happen, and I'll be ready and primed whenever 7 comes out.
I don't know, but it sure doesn't look like he's here to sell ice
I really enjoyed Yakuza 3 and 4, and I hear 5 is really, really good too. Okay, thanks, Batmite. I don't know. I actually kind of had mixed feelings in a way about both 3 and 4. I mean, I liked them overall for sure, but the thing is, I thought 3 was definitely like I never played through the original 1 and 2. I only played Kiwami, so 3 is actually like the oldest one I've played, and you can tell in some ways. Go electricity. There we go. But mostly, I think the okay, sure. That wasn't very well timed. I didn't even realize those things would stomp me. So I guess it is. Okay, no, I'm not sure what triggered. Okay, maybe it is on a timer. I thought it wasn't on a timer, and it kind of was. It was just a very slow timer. So let's just. Oh my god. Okay, platforming in these games is not great. I've heard a few people say they like 5 best after 0. Yeah, basically, I guess that's what it comes down. What it comes down to. I feel like 0 is probably most people's favorite. I mean, it's definitely my favorite so far. It's the first one I played, but it just had like the story was just so amazing, and like the writing and everything. Like it's kind of it's just like the peak in so many ways. There we go. But yeah, you can just tell, like, just with certain things, both mechanically, but also like kind of in the sophistication and the But the story and everything is just a little simpler and everything in 3. But it actually, like, towards the end, it got really, really good. 4, I think, overall, is just, like, way more ambitious than 3. And was just pretty great all the way through. But it kind of was the opposite, because I think that it kind of ended on a sour note. Not story-wise, but just the, like, mechanically, the final stretch of the game. I'm not exaggerating when I say the final boss fight, or the final kind of gauntlet of fights in Yakuza 4 was by far the most frustrating and unfun fights I've done in those games. Which kind of says a lot, I think. Like, it's not that the fighting is usually unfun, but like even some of the most tedious, like, optional extra final side quests, Coliseum battles, like, even those never got close to the frustration I felt at the end of Yakuza 4, which I think was really unfortunate because, yeah, it just kind of sours the experience when you kind of leave the game. Like with 3, I liked 3, but I didn't think it was that amazing as I was playing through it. But because the end was really good, had some really, like, great emotional moments and everything, it was... I kind of came away from it with a very warm and fuzzy feeling. With 4, it was kind of the opposite, where I enjoyed the game, but at least immediately after it, I just felt kind of... Yeah, I left a bad taste. But even now, just like, you know, a week or 2 removed from it, I'm still mostly remembering kind of the good parts. Oh, I hate that thing. I meant to do this, go invisible. But again, since 5 seems to be widely regarded as one of the better ones, so I'm actually super excited to play through that for sure. And I'm actually kind of not looking forward to 6 in a way. Like, I heard good things about that too. I'm sure it's going to be great. But the thing is... oh, it's an electric thing. I got you. So I need good... Oh, okay. Ah, I just, like, suck the juice out of this and now they can follow me. Ah. Let's see what's happening here. So, Yakuza 0 was a PS3 game. It was ported, like, it was cross-gen game, basically. But the PS3 version never came out in... oh, that's how I did these. Maybe I should have... You know what? I don't care. And because it's a PS3 game, the PS4 version runs at 60 FPS. Like, it runs much better. And the same thing applied to... well, I was going to say the same thing applied to Kiwami and Fist of the North Star, which isn't entirely true. Those didn't come out on PS3. But they were in the same engine, like the Zero engine. What do I do here? Okay. Now that I turned these off, can I just not... The platforming sucks. Am I supposed to be able to jump up here? Or do I just fly with Wonder Woman, I guess? Is I supposed to do something more here? Oh, I guess so. Like, to me, the Zero Engine games, both because they run at 60 FPS, but also just the way the game engine works, I think had the best combat. Fist of the North Star, Hokuto ga Gotoku probably had the best... probably had the best combat out of all of them. Do I need to break this to... I want to see if I need to make like a shield platform or something. Hokuto ga Gotoku I think had the best combat. But Yakuza 0 also had really good combat. And 6... Yakuza 6... was like the first proper PS4 game in a new engine, which is the same engine used for Kiwami 2 and Judgment. And although I liked both of those games, I did not like the combat. I thought the combat was way worse. Wait, I have the spacesuit, right? The spacesuit can shoot lasers. Nope, that's not how you shoot lasers. Oh my god. Can I just attack him? I guess not. Like, I thought the... Oh, okay, I just make him shoot it. Okay. And that's where the shield thing is. I see, I see. Convoluted. That's okay. So knowing that the, you know, the games, the later games based on 6 engine had kind of not great combat, makes me feel like 6 is probably also not going to have great combat. Which is a bit of a bummer. Okay, so what am I supposed to shoot this laser at? Turning red, but is anything happening? Okay, I guess. The
Pajama man.
okay, sure. Sure. Alright, we got QTE combat. Although, again, speaking about those games, you know, they've started putting them out on PC, right? And the PC ports, from what I can tell, are really good. And obviously, you know, depending on your computer hardware, could certainly run at higher frame rates. What do I do here? Who can interact with this? Grundy, I guess. So maybe I wait to play 6 until 6 comes to PC and I can play it at a higher frame rate. I don't know. What's up with this? Alright, so let me see here. So let me just check that. So that's another gold thing. The spacesuit does have a laser, right? Yeah. Cool. Okay. It's not gonna really matter. Plus, oh, the fucking platforming in these games. There we go. Just use flight.
I admire your persistence, but it will not be enough.
Let him go, Sinestro. I know a thing or two about fear myself.
You know nothing of fear, Batman. Nothing!
Sounds like they're not afraid of you, Sinestro. And neither am I.
Man, all these QTEs in this stage all of a sudden.
Can't be! You're fools if you're not afraid of Sinestro.
Alright, we're just playing as
I'll make you
Hal,
afraid.
I guess. Alright,
Great to
cool.
have you back, Hal. Good thing you weren't afraid.
Actually, we Green Lanterns learned to overcome our fears. Sinestro doesn't get that.
Alright, mash. Yeah, I've said it a number of times, but yeah, like, I really, really like some of the animation in this game. Like, it looks really cool. When the characters do these, like, special combat maneuvers and whatever, but man, it's kind of annoying. Like, it slows everything down. Like, everyone, you do like 3 punches against someone and you have to go into this lengthy... Oh, I hold the button. It really bothers me how a lot of these like interactions are inconsistent. Like, sometimes you mash, sometimes you hold, sometimes you tap, sometimes it's X, sometimes it's B. It's really strange. It's like, I don't know if it's the idea was to create variety, so that like not every interactable is the exact same. But I don't think it really works. Like, it's, I mean, it does objectively, I suppose, create some degree of variety, but it's, that variety does not make up for the fact that it's annoying. Okay. Oh my! Thanks, Grundy. Like, every platform is just so slippery. I didn't mean to. I try to punch these things, but okay. It's so weird, that too, right? Like, the game just like auto targets your co-op partners. Nope. I need to change to this. Go invisible. And pull this. So that's a matching thing. And now we slide up here. Cool. Alright, let's sap some juice from this. There we go. I was standing too close. Wait, do I mash? No, I hold. So that's gonna let Grundy get up, right? The other guys just flew up. There we go. Since I only got like 2 of these. Well, 3, I guess. It's not gonna matter, probably.
This is your final word, Jordan. Leave before someone really gets hurt.
Alright, getting pummeled during a cutscene. Classic. Yeah, and also the AI companions doing fuck all in the fights. That's another classic. Alright, let's smash stuff. And there was a handle over there to the left that I'm supposed to yank. Throw something heavy at the castle, maybe? Let's get some studs. Man, it's been an emotional roller coaster playing these games. I was so bored of the first game that I really was dreading playing the second one. And then the second one was so much more fun that I was really excited to play this one. And now we've kind of come full circle where I'm just kind of... I'm not like super bored, but I do definitely kind of feel a sense of relief over not having to play more of these after this. What's the... Oh, I can build something. Oh, well, not Grundy. Am I building? I guess so. There we go. Where the heck's house? There we are. So much shit going on everywhere, too. There we go. Hold B. Make a battering ram? Sure, why not?
I'll put an end to this once and for
Oh, there's a red brick. Never saw one of these.
See about that.
That's the tragedy in all this, Jordan.
Alright, going full DBZ. Okay, so is this the pre-fight cutscene, or did I just beat the level?
Why doesn't it read your mind for a change?
It is, but I've buried my emotions for so long it can't find anything I'm scared of.
You need to be scared.
You need your emotions, Batman.
Robin is going to get hurt. I got it. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess that was it.
They have my power batteries!
One of them's mine.
We will just have to go get them.
There we go. Level complete. So, okay. So these guys, Atrocitus, Larfleeze, and Sinestro, are coming after us. I guess. The question is then, is that going to be a thing that we deal with in the middle of trying to take down Brainiac? Or do we have to deal with these guys first? I mean, we'll find out. Complete, true hero. Sure what the other one was, but okay. Continue story. A little story cutscene here.
The resized Earth has made it difficult to track Superman.
I'm scared we'll never find him. Oh.
Okay, alright, well. Sword Fam, or if any other mod is in chat, feel free to take care of the riffraff. I can't really do it myself when I play. Well, alright, that was that. I guess we just, No, okay, wait, we're going somewhere else? So these little blue ghost pips, they show up to tell you where to go in between missions. So I guess we're meant to go somewhere else. Oh yeah, there were other parts of the Watchtower that we never got to because it said basically like, oh, come back here later. So I guess we'll see that now. We haven't really seen an indication to how or why anything's going to change, but maybe Mr. Freeze just shows up like he did before.
Infinite and vast.
Or the green loon turn.
Full of stuff.
It's a thing, I guess. What's this do? Giant switch, let's just pull it. Oh, I guess it could be some kind of a puzzle thing to get some gold bricks, probably. So let's ignore that. Alright, so we got subtitled dialogue, but still no indication of the actual person who was talking, which is a little weird. Oh yeah, hey, Aquaman and... Oh, yeah, okay, so... He wants,
Good timing. Poor Black Canary.
The little thing in his speech bubble is an item that he wants. I saw, was it a help message in a load screen or something? It said something about if you run into other heroes who want help or need something, you better help them out, then you will get something for it. So I assume if we find that shell or whatever, it'll probably unlock those two characters. Which, again, shouldn't really mean much to us. We don't really care.
Infinite and vast and full of stuff.
I am telling you, Canary, gargling salt...
Greetings, fellow genuine do-gooder, who absolutely didn't just borrow their costume from someone else. It is I, the Green Loon-turn. I couldn't help but overhear about your little trip to the Lantern Planet. And, well, let's just say that the real adventure isn't part of the official tour. Help me get this door open and I'll show you what I mean. I promise,
oh, yeah,
once we get this door open, you're in for
so
a
I guess
world of excitement.
Daffy Duck just stole a Green Lantern costume.
The interplanetary planet teleportation.
I would have to assume that this is something from something and not just like made up by this game, but it's...
Take the back door route to any of the Lantern planets you've visited.
Oh, okay, so that's why this is opening up now.
Explore the entire planet. Exciting, huh? And if that ain't enough, I hear there's a whole load of these beauties to be found. Here, take this one to whet your appetite. See ya up there, hero.
Okay, we unlocked the gold brick. That's like one of the first hub world side missions we've done, or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, I wonder if only certain characters can collect these, or what the deal is. Seems a bit misplaced. Yeah, so I was gonna say that, like, it's a little weird, and it's like jokey and whatever, but it's at least somehow connected to the DC universe, unlike fucking Conan O'Brien just standing there. So maybe we'll get more dumb guest characters. Whoops. But like I said, I wonder if that's from some like Looney Tunes DC crossover, because obviously Looney Tunes are also WB, right? So it's not something I'd really thought about, or it hadn't really occurred to me, but shows some restraint on the part of DC and WB, I guess, that we aren't just inundated with Looney Tunes DC crossover. Use arrows to move the camera while exploring planets. So Is this some kind of Mass Effect thing, or what's going on here? Over the watchtower. Okay, yeah. We're on a moon base. We're still like not in a stage. Okay, we can build these. He's on one of the many multiverse planets. Yeah, so I wonder if it's like an Elseworlds comic with Looney Tunes or something. Oh, so these are tied. Okay, so in the second game, there were like unlockable characters and stuff that were gated by the gold brick progress. So in this game, I guess it's just... Nope. Can I not do... I thought I could shoot beams with this guy. He should be able to. Spacesuit. You would think he's in the spacesuit already. No. Yeah, but it's weird. Like, this game keeps kind of adding stuff. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, so we got like full camera control here, unlike in the stages. We can charge this. So I'm sure this is all just like side stuff or whatever. But it's weird because maybe this is all part of the quote-unquote open world.
Seriously, what would you do without me?
Yeah. Because we obviously went to a bunch of these. Well, I guess we didn't go to Oa. Oh, we're building stuff with these, but they're not dancing. It's because we don't have enough bricks. I see. Sure, let's just destroy this. That's fine. That's fine. A bunch of moon rocks. All right. Grand DC tradition, flying through rings. What's this? Is this the entrance to the watchtower? Man, it's like kind of weirding me out that they would... Oh, I ran out of power. That they would have this thing and just kind of introduce it so kind of casually out of nowhere, just where we are in the game. It's... I mean, on some level, like, it's not that bizarre to have... Like, it makes sense to have new things introduced throughout the, you know, progress you're making through the game. You know, for kind of open world type games, it's usually, you know, different kind of side activities or optional missions or whatever it is tend to be kind of introduced, kind of doled out, right? You rarely start a game and just have everything at your fingertips. And that makes sense for a lot of different reasons. But I think what makes it kind of weird in this game is that a lot of those things that are opening up are structural in nature. Like, it's changing the structure of the game, or like letting you access not just new content, but like types of content, sort of. It's... I mean, it's nice in a way, right? To have it be... To be able to be surprised by the game, to not feel like you know what everything is ahead of time. Or, you know, I'd like to think. But at the same time, I'm kind of more confused by it than I am delighted. Okay, so let's just try going to this and see what happens here. I guess it's just... maybe not. Oh, okay, we'll see. I was going to say, because obviously we went here before as part of the story. So is this... Yeah, this is a completely different thing.
Well, look who came back for another hint.
Justice League. Okay, so back button to just fast travel.
Don't be wandering
This is
off
like...
without taking the tour.
Oh, alright, okay. But it's... Yeah, it's strange to me that you play a number of stages before you even get to any kind of hub world. And then even then, it's most of it's like kind of off limits.
The deadly depths of Okara, eh? Well, keep a watch out for those greedy orange
And then at this point, after a bunch of missions, it like opens up drastically.
And probably anything that is nailed down, along with the nails.
But it doesn't.
But
It's still.
digress.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna say there
Let's
still
look
isn't a
around,
lot to do,
shall
but I guess
we?
I don't know if that's
Follow
true.
me.
I don't know what these planets are like. I don't know what. I'm trying to jump. Nope. The fucking platforming in this game, man.
So, here we've got some kind of temple thing.
Why am I doing this? Well, I guess we unlocked access to all manners of nonsense, busy work. If that's what we want to, if that is what we want to do.
Hold on to your tail feathers. Here comes trouble.
And then we, in the middle of this like big open thing, we get this guided tour. It feels the whole game with the way these things like kind of open up and change constantly, and you have so many different characters. There is certainly more stuff in this game. There's way more characters to unlock. There's like, I guess, more stuff like this, which isn't necessarily worse or less fun than the Gotham City open world in the second game, but it feels so all over the place. Like the second game really felt like it had some kind of focus. It felt cohesive in a way that this game just does not. And it's not just like thematically cohesive or visually cohesive, like every stage takes place in the city or something like that. Obviously, having visual variety or, you know, these different planets and stuff is a cool thing. But it's more about how it feels, I guess. I don't know. So there's another, like, collectible... wait, what? It's a foot race, I guess. Doesn't really feel great. Oh my god! I fucking. Oh, why am I upset about this? I don't want to care.
I'm Adam West, and I'm in some
Alright,
kind of
Adam West is
peril.
in some kind of peril, but I can't even find him, so who cares? Is Green Lantern over here gonna help me? Wait, what? I guess we're going the other way. We'll just follow this through to some kind of conclusion. Well, if there is one. Obviously, we're not going for any kind of completion. Well, story completion, but like collecting or unlocking or doing stuff. But I would be interested to kind of sample. I mean, that's kind of why
Help!
we're doing this. I'm curious to see what some of the stuff is, just to get a better idea of what the game has to offer, I suppose. But yeah, it's weird to have the feeling of you're being kind of in the home stretch, and then all of a sudden this giant, massive thing opens up, and it kind of plays differently than the rest of the game. I'm a little baffled, I guess. What's going on here? It's giving us these useless hints, like, oh hey, did you know about this ability that you needed to use to clear stages earlier in the game?
They read DD forever. I wonder what that means.
Am I naive in thinking this is going to actually lead to something? Well, should lead to something. I guess the question is whether it's going to lead to anything
A
of
tip from the voice
interest.
of experience. Don't eat the plants.
So this is, I guess, another
You're
race.
despicable.
Something. I guess it makes sense. Like, I was thinking earlier, because obviously in Lego Batman 2, when you're kind of running around in the city, hub world. There are a lot of little platforming puzzles and little stuff like that that will grant you golden bricks. And there didn't seem to be a lot of that in the parts of the hub world that we could access earlier in this game. You kind of go between the Batcave and the Watchtower. But I guess that the most of that kind of stuff is relegated to these levels then, because obviously there's more of these kind of golden bricks and shit just thrown out here. These little challenges and stuff. And I guess there's a bunch of planets to go to. But it's not terribly compelling.
And we're back. So, bub, how'd you like Okara?
Okay, I guess we just
check you have all of your belongings.
ran in a big circle.
The tour area.
Everything looks the
All
same.
good? Okay, then run along and
So
enjoy the fight.
it's hard to tell. Okay. Well, we got a golden brick for it. We got some of these markers. Yeah, and of course you find a bunch of stuff where you need different characters. Alright, that. And I guess we need, well, a flying character would be able to get up there. I was gonna say we need poison ivy or whatever to like go through the plants, but yeah, just fly. Yeah, so you could collect these golden bricks, which will let you, get enough of them, and you'll be able to unlock the door to some other world where you can go and collect more of them. And that's that kind of loop. Trying to make my way to these things to see
You ain't
what
getting
they
your
are.
grubby mitts on my gold brick, you tangerine bandit.
Oh, okay. I know I can fast travel from the menu, but I kind of want to see if I could figure out how to find the actual, what are they called? Slipgate, whatever. Probably the green one over there. Like that's a unique thing. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we're here, and then we, right. We have to travel back here to get to the actual Watchtower hub. So another one of these. And we're back. Right, moon, space. Oh, never mind. Whatever. Don't get to deal with these, but fine. Let's follow the ghost studs, and now we should be able to find our way to the next story mission. Follow Brian again. Here this time, I guess. I think we went up the left side before. Okay, man-bats just hanging out. Yeah, I don't think we actually went up. We went on the right side before is what I meant to say. Thank you, camera. Brilliant. There's someone I can interact with there, but it's... What the hell? I pressed B. There we go. Oh, is that fucking Kevin Smith? Yeah, there we go.
Fluent back talker coming through. Come on, Kirk, lay it on. And I will
What, so dumb.
Don't say. All right, I got it. Okay, Dr. Langstrom here, aka Man-Bat, needs just one ingredient to finish his new formula, which will hopefully subdue his sociopathic tendencies and permanently turn him back into a generally all-around nice dude. What's that ingredient look like again, Kurt? Got it. Okay, I'm sure you don't need me to translate, but just in case, he says it's a green flask with a clear cork in it. Maybe you can find it somewhere nearby. I'll keep an eye on the dock here for you.
I'm like, is offended the right word? I don't know. I'm upset. It's just such a. I mean, it's not like it's like destroying the sanctity of whatever. Like, it's a goofy game. It's fine. It's whatever. But I think it's this game's approach to humor and like fan service, I guess, if you want to call it that. I feel like is such a step down from the second game. Yeah, it doesn't really sit right with me. Is that a banana over there? Okay, yeah, I collected the banana, so I guess it's like a thing. And here's the... wait, hang on. I guess we need to find the right thing and bring it there. So it's the bottle here, but it's... the green thing in it looks exactly like the icon over there by Man-Bat, but it doesn't look like it has a cork in it. Well, let's try it. I assume this giant ship is only here because this is like the next stage or something. If we came here otherwise, it would actually see what we're doing.
Oh, come on. Do you even need me to translate that? The guy's clearly over the moon for that ingredient. He should be able to finish the formula now. Well done. Right. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This one I'm having a little trouble with. That was either something about giving you a cold chick. Does that make sense? Or a gold brick. Ah, yeah, that makes more sense. Gold brick. Well done.
That was very funny. Okay, so it doesn't like give us the character. I guess we just get gold bricks. Well, we'll get them one way or another. Although I guess it's probably... I haven't found like a shop, but usually... I mean, you're meant to spend all these studs and shit, right? So you're supposed to have to unlock these characters. I didn't really explore the hub world, but I'm sure there's like a shop menu somewhere. And maybe, having done this, we also have the ability to buy Man-Bat or something. Who knows? Let me just check. Okay, so I press back to get to this. And I can pick stages, but I guess it doesn't have... Oh yeah, okay, so we can go to these different planets from here too. That's nice. Whatever stages we... Okay, never mind. I was going to say only the ones we went to. But no, we can actually go to... whichever ones we want. But there's no actual shop here. There's probably like a physical thing. A location somewhere. So... screw that. Let's go beat the game, maybe? I don't know. So it's the Fortress of Solitude?
Got it. Let's get down there.
Was he over there doing something? Oh yeah, he brought... Okay, he put some of the other guys over there.
Not a lot of solitude these days.
We were able to get the help we needed, Man of Steel.
It was terrifying.
Ooh, love that outfit.
I love yours.
I hope you can help us out of this.
I hope so too.
Oh no, there's two of all of them.
You're just in time. The crystal is ready.
Green Lantern.
Oh, is he like infusing some kind of crystal with the power of the rings or something, maybe?
And they're going to want to fight. All we have to do is make sure that crystal is at the center of it.
So we don't need these after all?
Hold it right there, Sinestro.
So the final battle will be here. over your puny world, Green Lantern.
It really is puny.
They don't necessarily look like Lego, but I do like the look of the bigger characters, like Grundy and Atrocitus. Really like satisfying, chunky proportions. They're nice designs. Okay, content ID, music time. Let's talk over this.
Oh, hurry. I don't know how much longer I can
Hope the
hold off Sinestro.
VOD doesn't get muted.
To take back what's mine. And everything is
Mr. Greed. What do I do? Punch some stuff. Can't punch that, I guess. Wonder Woman should be able to block. Well, I was gonna say she could block the beams or something, but she can't really do anything without the shield thing. Oh, hey, he has a life bar. I guess I'm meant to run over there and punch him. That's this big snowman. Oops, I kicked Robin, but fine. Okay.
Give me back my shiny.
Nope. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we have to beat 20 of these guys. Big old boss rush gauntlet kind of deal, I guess. The batarang is like the faster way of doing this. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a short stage. Look at how many, like, how far I'm. 30% of the way to True Hero already. Like, literally just started. Okay. Maybe this is kind of a shorter interstitial little boss fight stage before we get to the showdown with Brainiac. Maybe? We'll find out.
Where is it? Where's my shiny?
Oh shit, QTE boss fight. Oh, never mind, I just need to tag out.
Good. He's firing his beam. Try and get him to direct it towards the focal point.
Thanks, Robin.
What have you done?
Fucking respawning in the middle of the death beam during the cutscene. Man, there's so many things like that that are so janky. I mean, it's a really good thing there are like 0 consequences for death in these games, because if there weren't, this would be absurdly aggravating. With all these ways you can just instantly get killed through no fault of your own. Okay. Is Batman and Robin like actually doing stuff here? Like killing enemies? Probably not. They're like kind of punching, but I don't think they're actually defeating any enemies. 0, okay. Crusade, you're up. Oh, what?
Grundy, now.
Alright, that's pretty good. Oh shit. Nope. Ah. Pressed the wrong button, so I like tagged out. I'm trying to switch back to Grundy. What the? There we go.
Laser into the middle, Grundy. Quickly.
I had to like just re-wait for this sequence a bunch of times because I couldn't switch back to him. Ha! Got him.
Superman.
This is kind of cool.
Our will is pulling all your energy through the crystal.
It's working, Batman.
Alright, okay, I guess that's what we're doing. Making the Earth big again.
What a wasted trip.
Superman, are you all right?
Oh no. Is Superman dying? How will I ever go on? I'm sorry. I just couldn't keep that up anymore. Oh, boy.
Look at you with the jokes, cutting in on my action. With these bozos occupied, let's go make you president.
Good idea.
Everything back to normal, huh?
Back to normal.
Wait.
That's what I was
How do
saying.
they get out of the cage?
Should we go capture them?
It's not them I'm worried about. Flash, check on Brainiac.
Oh yeah, I guess we did defeat Brainiac already, maybe? Man, I forget.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, because everything is bigger, so...
Batman?
Brainiac escaped.
Yeah, how'd you know?
So
We
the
have to destroy his ship.
bars didn't really help.
You may want to know that I took 2 cities on my way here. Gotham and Metropolis. Surrender now, or risk their destruction.
You digital fiend, there's millions of people in there.
Batman?
Not now, Robin.
But Batman? Just look.
Robin, not... Uh-oh.
What happened? Did the Earth shrink again?
No, not really.
Behold the engine of your destruction, Earthlings.
Brainiac is our ruler. Kneel before him.
Uh-oh.
I told you we needed to worry about him going bad.
Where's all that kryptonite when you need it?
I never thought it would come to this. Batman versus Superman. Where's that kryptonite when you need it?
I just realized the Batcave was shrunk along with Gotham City.
And the kryptonite was in the
Saved,
Batcave?
I guess.
Perfect.
We need to distract.
Alright, so maybe this is just all part of the same stage, and we're going to defeat Brainiac here too. That would work out, I guess. Alright, let's collect some studs. I mean, I guess I'm not supposed to just punch him in the feet. Maybe. Oh, wait. No, I'm like holding on. It's like, hey, I found something. No, I'm just not dying. Look dizzy? No, okay. I can't even get close to him. What am I supposed to do? I run past him. Is there like a doorway back there? Nope, it doesn't look like this is helping. Wow, that's awkward. Nice B button. Oh, that's this thing. So obviously Wonder Woman has the shield ability, which I guess isn't working. I use the truth lasso or something. Target him. Wait, what's she holding? That's weird. Not sure what's going on there. I'm supposed to let him get closer. Oh yeah, she can fly. Right, I forgot. Yeah, I think I basically just let that happen by letting him advance. I mean, I don't think that had much to do with me flying. Okay, let's break some stuff and then build some stuff, I guess. Let's actually fly here. Let's go faster. Sorry, Robin, just collateral damage. Alright, so we're just gonna let Superman give us a bunch of shit to build. I hate that it's so hard to see where the buildable stuff is, because everything is moving. Just buildable. Nope. And when I press B, start doing that shit. Wait, this is they're dancing. There we go. They were just. I'm looking forward to seeing when that ends up being. Oh, hey, there's a switch here now. Am I like shrink raying something or calling forth bats?
Quickly, we need to send those bats towards Superman.
Okay, sure. Try to jump on it, but too late. I have to do this. This is just tedious. I like shoot him or hope this is working.
We did it! Now what?
As long as Brainiac doesn't send more of his minions to attack us, we should be able to.
Attack my minions!
Okay, well, let's defeat some minions.
You fools! Nothing can stop me now! I'm beginning to admire your magnificent stupidity.
Alright, sure.
No one can stop the mighty Brainiac! No! Bad news, team. Looks like Superman's overcome his little bat problem.
Like the
Oh man, we gotta think of something.
awesomeness of these big battles are kind of undermined by the combat being pretty awful. I mean, I think this is, like many of the boss fights, this is definitely kind of a cool scene. It's kind of a cool set piece. But it's not a very good fight. Like, it's, I don't know, a little tedious. Not very fun. Alright, now what? I mean, it's not terrible or anything. Just boss fights that are kind of designed around just waiting are usually aren't usually super exciting. All right, is this gonna be a shield thing? No, it's something else. Flash. Yep. Where you at now? Like this. Like, yeah, let's just interrupt everything for 10 seconds every minute. That's fun. 3. Okay. Okay.
Ready. Quickly, charge up the power flash.
Quickly, as if there was any other way to do it. Time for some serious speed.
Mash. Yep. This is a mash one.
Sorry, Superman. This might steal.
What even is this? I don't know. This was kind of a science machine.
It's working.
Oh boy, it didn't work.
Yeah, I see that.
So that means it wasn't the electric shock that broke you out of the mind control. It was my speech!
Really thought it was the shock.
I've made this trip like 4 times today. Flash, what's going on?
Superman's gone bad.
Wow, just like Batman predicted.
Now, destroy the one called Batman first.
Superman, wait. We don't fight each other. We're a team. No. Today, I thought Robin might be hurt. It scared me to think about that. It was the first time I let myself be scared in a long while. And it scared me because he's my friend. And you are too.
No!
Sorry. Really sorry, everybody.
This is not fortuitous.
Forget the apologies. Get Brainiac.
That seems like everything.
Unless you want to stay that size, we also need the shrink ray.
Oh, right.
Was that actually it? I mean, it kind of seems like an ending. I just didn't think.
Right, Robin. Thank you.
Well, what means the most to me is just being your friend. But being right is definitely a close second.
I kind of assumed that we would actually fight Brainiac, unless there's a twist coming here. Okay, if this is the ending, that's an anticlimactic way of doing that. Well, let's see. I don't know. True hero. Boom, 100%. Get any of these? 0. Oh, we unlocked Brainiac. Where is he? Over there. Just a shit ton of characters. Finished story. Okay. Hey, what's up, Atomic Runner? We're just finishing the story, I guess, of Lego Batman 3. We just defeated Brainiac in a cutscene. Hey, Ushi, what's up? We collected a bunch of lanterns. Superman turned giant and evil. Oh yeah, we're returning the world cities. I see. And we didn't really fight giant evil Superman so much as we fucked around waiting for him to trigger events that let us activate a machine that stunned him or something. Batman talked to him in a cutscene, and he broke out of Brainiac's mind control, and then in a cutscene he just spent 2 seconds to defeat Brainiac. Or he didn't really defeat Brainiac, I don't know, he just shook his ship and he fell out, and then he was arrested. I don't know.
So, what do you think? Well, how about this? President Lex, I told you I didn't want to be disturbed. People out here demanded to see you. Oh, shoot.
Like, Firefly has been in all these cutscenes. Like, I don't remember him ever being, like, in the game. I mean, he's obviously a playable character, but...
But, as usual, we've ended up with nothing to show for our efforts.
Hey, it could be worse. Our cell could be as small as that, guys.
This bottle will not hold me forever.
He really does look ridiculous.
Hello, friend.
Well,
you haven't noticed any strange-looking people around here, have
that's
you?
pretty charming. More content ID coming up, but... I guess that's time, then. This game's getting shorter and shorter with each one. There's, like, more shit to do, but less story content. Well, I don't know, less story content. This game didn't feel shorter. Actually,
I could sure go for a bat burger right about now.
I have a shorter completion time, but I definitely spent, because I finished Lego Batman 2 in, I think, just under 10 hours, 9:50, 9:45 or something. But that included probably an hour plus of doing some side content stuff.
There's a green arrow at almost every set of traffic lights.
What bravery! What heroism! What a superhuman physique!
So if I had done more
almost
side
remind me
content
of
stuff here, I guess they would probably equal in length. But I think the pacing of the second game also was so much tighter, like in terms of the narrative. Like I said, in every way, the second game felt more focused. This was just so all over the place that it didn't really feel... It was only really in the last 25% of the game. Once we got into the, like, all right, we got to get through these, like, lantern levels, the alien worlds, and now we have all of them. The final stage was definitely anticlimactic.
Fat man, Kev Smith.
Just another day in the life of a duly deputized crime fighter.
It was only a small part of the game where that felt really cohesive in terms of what was going on story-wise and, like, satisfying in that sense. And then the very end just was kind of meh. And I felt like it, I don't know, wrapped up weirdly quickly too.
Hello?
Like the fact that there wasn't an actual Brainiac. I mean, we obviously fought Brainiac earlier in the game, but I didn't think... I don't know. I thought the Lantern villains fight would be kind of its own stage, and then we would have a different stage with Brainiac. But no, we fought them, and then in the same stage we fought Superman, and then it was over.
Smith? Adam West? Huh. Thank goodness I'm here to provide some real celebrity star power.
When it comes to Batman, remember, West rhymes with best.
See, I actually don't really mind the whole guest thing here because this is such a left field, goofy thing in and of itself. Plus, this is like what they would do in the TV show, right? They would always have these like weird, not necessarily celebrity cameos, although that happened too. But like, okay, it's Jurassic Park now.
I just can't seem to get a break today.
But they would have like these, you know, people popping out of the windows. So you know, for this kind of a thing with a framing for the cameo, I don't mind it. But the in the game itself, it's really weird. Like Conan O'Brien just standing there, and then Kevin Smith is just hanging out like within the game, like story in the world. I don't know. Yeah, this is fucking content ID free for all here. Okay, just fade back in. Sure, why not? I mean, I think this makes for a great like staff roll sequence. I really like this. So there are like definitely these kind of bright spots here and there that are very, very charming.
Kevin Smith?
Okay, never mind. We're just repeating this part, I guess. Sure, why not?
Some real celebrity star power.
When it comes to Batman, remember,
run out
West
of
rhymes with best.
Are we like watching some extended credits? So they just had to repeat this sequence again, or is it some kind of glitch? Or it was, I don't know. It was more interesting and entertaining the first time. Like, what? This is just...
I just can't seem to get a break today.
Weird, too. Yeah, overall, like, I think it's... there's not a lot, I think, in this game that I feel is a step up from anything. And, like, I guess the only thing I could say that I think is genuinely...
I shouldn't wish to attract
like,
attention.
Improving potentially on the second game is just the size of the character roster, I guess. Like, I'd be hard-pressed to see that as a negative. It's fun and cool to have a bunch of more characters, you know? But it's... For the most part, it's not as good, and then at its best, it's on par, you know? But I feel like the number of times there was a sequence or a story beat or a line of dialogue or something like that that made me kind of laugh, and I thought it was you know, hey, this is really great. I feel like that was...
Celebrity star power.
I could count those moments on one hand, I feel like, whereas they were not constant, but like... I felt like almost every level and story, like, it was a treat in Batman 2 to finish a level and see where the story would go next, and like the TV news reports always had like pretty good jokes, and obviously like just the tone of the humor.
I just can't seem to get a break today.
Yeah, they're just looping the last part of the credits, so we're not just seeing. They're not looping the whole thing over and over. They just loop the last third of it 3 times. That's really weird. It's like one thing if it just started over.
Oh, don't mind me.
It would be better still if they just kept climbing and they didn't have these interruptions. I mean, if they don't have enough to like... I feel like this has to be like a mistake or something because the credits are longer in this version than they're supposed to be or something. Like, I don't know. Or I guess it's like timed to the length of the song. Or why is it not starting over and showing the different characters or a different sequence? I thought this staff roll was really clever, and now I just think it's fucking stupid. I mean, the idea is clever, and it is, for the most part, well executed. But now it's just, what the hell? Why is it repeating?
I'm here to provide some
Is this the 4th time we're seeing this?
When it comes to Batman, remember, West rhymes with best.
I want to speed up the credits. I don't want to skip them, but... Anyway, yeah, it's, like, I think I could, you know, I could see someone preferring this game to the second one for sure, depending on what you're looking for in these games. I think
I just can't seem to
if
get
you
a
were
break today.
interested in revisiting all the levels and collecting everything and like 100%ing these games, there is more to do in this game, I'm sure. Now, whether or not you think that's a positive in and of itself, again, it's going to be, you know, your mileage may vary, but
What's going on
there's
here?
kind of more to
Oh,
mess
don't
around with.
mind
There
me.
are more
I
characters.
shouldn't wish to attract
If you
attention.
are going to do the free play and do stages over, yeah, maybe you'll enjoy and appreciate the whole like free swapping between all the different suits and everything. But in terms of seeing it as a kind of linear game from start to finish,
I will destroy those pathetic earthlings.
I think it's a lot sloppier than the previous game. More ending, the third ending's coming up here, I guess. Okay, so that's what it did before, right? It played one credit sequence, and then it cut to the Hawkman thing, and then more credits. But it didn't cut to other stingers, it just repeated this. So are we going to get more different guests now? We didn't see Conan O'Brien, right? So, yeah. So now we're getting
Thank you,
a different
citizen.
sequence.
Time to hit the beach. Better take some shark repellent.
But why did it
spray.
repeat the
Just
middle
in
part 4
case.
times? That's like absurd. That makes no sense. But if we're going to get more sequences, like, sure, I don't mind watching credits. This is fun.
Hey there, thank
Yeah,
you.
there we go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
This would have been so much funnier if these guys hadn't been in the game, though. Like, if here some random celebrity shows up, that's like, wow, that's goofy, but it's kind of unexpected and it makes me laugh. But now I'm already, like, predispositioned, I guess, to be annoyed.
What if Mr. J didn't take me to space with him? He just wants to keep me safe.
I never faced anything like this back on the old TV show.
Yeah, it's nice to see like some characters that we just didn't really get to see. It's weird almost that Harley Quinn wasn't really a thing.
Some days you just can't get rid of abominable outlaws.
But I mean, that kind of comes with the territory, I guess. Like, I was complaining even before about how the roster, like, it's cool to have more unlockable characters, more playable characters. But in terms of trying to tell a story and have a narrative, like, the ensemble is kind of bloated. But yeah, just seeing Harley Quinn reminded me, like, she's such a popular character that it's almost, like, I'm trying to remember, even back in the beginning of the game, I think Killer Croc was like in the first stage. Like even like the sort of standard lineup of Batman villains
citizen.
were
Time
hardly
to hit the
featured in the
beach.
game.
Better take some
It really
shark
was kind of
repellent
this
bat spray.
group, you know,
Just in case.
Killer Croc, Joker, Lex, Cheetah, Grundy, that we kind of saw throughout the entire game.
Yeah, hey there, thank you. Thank you
All right,
very much.
so how many times is this going to loop before we get another,
Ladies and gentlemen,
a fourth ending? We're on the loop 2. Loop 2 of stage 3 of the staff roll. I mean, any game with this, you know,
So what if Mr. J didn't take me to
with a
space
publisher
with
this
him?
big, is going to have all these 8,000 people in
faced
marketing and
anything like this
HR
back
and
on the old TV show.
localization and everything else credited. I mean, don't get me wrong, they should be credited. Anyone who was involved in bringing this product to market should deserve credit. But it ends up being really long. And I'm so frustrated because they had such a great idea. This is really cool. Couldn't they just have had Batman and Robin climb for another 20 seconds, like, in between these guest spots so that they would have had, so they didn't have to repeat them. It's bizarre. I don't understand. All right, we're getting some real high-level DC credits here. Headman created by Bob Kane. Fuck Bob Kane. Shout out to Bill Finger. George Barris. I wonder what Batmobile he designed. Laura Bailey and Troy Baker in this game. What a shock. Clancy Brown. I'm sure a bunch of these
H2. Oh yeah.
are
Thank you, citizen. Time to hit
doing
the
characters
beach.
who they were doing
Better
on the
take
show and
some
stuff.
Shark repellent bat spray.
Not a ton of
just in case.
like not a lot of actors though, actually. Then again, I suppose most characters don't really talk. Like only the story characters talk.
Hey there.
And
Thank you. Thank you.
in the
very
grand scheme
much.
of things, it's not that
Ladies
that
and
many
gentlemen,
characters in terms of
thank you.
speaking parts. Jurassic Park theme, yep. Arrow end credits. I wonder if they played Arrow music when Green Arrow showed up. I wouldn't know what the music sounds like, but given how they've used the, I almost called it licensed music. Given how they would use the existing music previously, I would
never
assume that's the
faced
case.
anything like this back on the old TV show.
So wait, this is loop 3, right? Are we gonna get a full 4 loops of this section too? Maybe even 5? Dare we dream? Shout out to JPEG.
Someday you just can't
So
get
is that
rid of
meant to be
abominable outlaws.
Cesar Romero Joker? Because his costume definitely looked a little different than the other Joker, right? Are we getting very big blocks of legalese here? All right, loop 3. Yeah, we got a 4th loop. We got there. We got there. So this is probably the last part of the credits, just based on what we're seeing here. License,
H2.
like,
yeah.
what do we call it? Not
Thank you,
license
citizen.
agreements, but like
Time to hit
license
the beach. Better take
something
some
or other
shark repellent
from
bat
like
spray,
middleware.
just in case.
Seems like it would come at the end. Whoa, okay. Wow, that was that was a very strange transition. Okay, I was really expecting some kind of actual closure there. But no, we're just back here. And technically, so we still got this menu. It's nothing really changed here. So I still never found like the shop. I wonder if that's probably back in, I don't know, Hall of Justice, or it might be in the Batcave actually. I guess we could just go there. Oh, it actually shows us like all this shit we can collect, right? Obviously for the stages, we see it. I didn't realize. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, for the like open world hubs. I don't know what the speech bubble is. But, so again, these are like DLC levels that I don't really think we're gonna bother with. But let's see if we can just. I have some stuff prepared here that we can look at to see characters and stuff that we haven't unlocked as we wrap up. But before we're done, I do want to just see.
Hey, how are you? Conan O'Brien here, new Batcave butler. Well, not really, but I do
Alright, so
know
we do have these blue pips, by the way. What? I wonder.
If you need anything explained, I'm your man.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, there's Adam West. Okay, so is this the custom character creator thing? Because that's a thing in the other games too. Looks like it. What the?
Hello.
Oh, it's
Isn't anyone gonna
showed me the B icon for this.
Excellent rescuing work back there. One day
Great.
it might
Not
even
at all
be
what I was
Congress
after,
ready to
but
live.
okay. No, maybe this is just a
Adam West.
museum kind of thing. Ace the Bat Hound. Oh, hey.
What's that, boy? Timmy's stuck down the old well.
I just realized that I don't want to do this.
Don't you worry, boy. I'll save him. I'm coming, Timmy.
Oh, okay. Can I skip this? I guess not. Alright, let me promptly ignore this and run the other way. Wait, hang on. So this is like a thing. I hope I didn't, like, lock out my ability to do stuff by engaging with them. Anyway, these ghost pips, they normally appear to show you the next, like, how to advance the story, right?
I heard you the
Fuck, I
first
guess we
time, boy. Yeesh. Why is there an old well down here
So
anyway?
they are obviously pointing me towards something, even now. But I am kind of curious to... Okay, right now, I guess it's just pointing me towards Batgirl and Ace the Bat Hound. But even before I talked to them, it definitely showed up, so... Look, oh, fuck's sake, why does it keep locking onto, like, my friends instead of my enemies? I shouldn't have talked to him. Alright. Is he, like, following me, or am I following him? No, okay, I guess I'm following him. And we're gonna go down this elevator here. Wait, can I just swap? Yeah, I can just swap characters here. Let's go, Superman. You should be able to deal with these guys faster. Alright, kill some of my friends, that's fine. They'll come back. Shouldn't have gotten in my way, Batgirl. Oh, nope. Wow, okay, he's climbing ladders. That's a pretty impressive dog. So yeah, I think the blue ghost pips were pointing here. Trophy room.
Phew. We made it. But, it doesn't look like there's anyone down this well, Ace. That's okay, boy. Everyone makes mistakes. Here, have a treat for being such a diligent little hero.
Okay, I guess doing some of those quests sometimes unlocks characters. So she's also black. Oh, I wonder if that means... Oh, it didn't dawn on me, but yeah. So we've had a bunch of characters, as you can see now, too. They're like black silhouettes. Yes, I was about to say, I wonder if that means that we have unlocked the ability to unlock them. Custom... Yeah, we can create custom characters. Cheetah disguise, yeah. So I guess we have a bunch of alternate versions. Man, it's a bit weird that you don't even get to see what they look like. Damn, this is real fucking expensive. Like, one character... We beat the game and we have 2 million, and I have not spent a single stud on anything. In fact, like I said, I didn't even find a shop before. And this could, like, wipe out, like, a third. More, even. Well, good thing we're not really going to be playing this game more, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess we found the shop. What about the Bat computer, though? Surely we can do something here?
This is the Bat computer.
Well, we can talk to Conan O'Brien,
Yes,
apparently.
It belongs to. You can use it to head back into the levels you've completed and grab all the stuff you missed first time around.
Okay, well, it's just the same as the other one. Let's just take a quick look at the trophy room. I'm sure it's not going to have much... Oh, hello, Bane. There's not going to be a lot of trophies. Didn't really finish much. Alright, we get to do a little sightseeing here. I mean, I'm assuming the trophies have some relation to, like, gameplay stuff. But yeah, we're definitely seeing some deep bat lore. Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay, so that's the thing to unlock this, I guess. It's like timed. We have to do 5... No, wait, is that a different thing? Oh no, it came back. Alright, we got Catwoman, Joker, Riddler, and Penguin. Harley Quinn up here. What's all this then?
Red bricks give you cheats, right? So it stands to reason that any red brick building in the world should be lousy with stud multipliers and novelty extras, right? No? What the... Man, the real world stinks. At least these red bricks deliver the goods.
This is like... Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, we have to find the red brick and then spend the money. I guess if you find the red brick to get the stud multiplier, you will get money a lot faster. Festive hats. Interesting that it actually shows... I wonder if these are just like for beating the game or something, because I don't think I actually found any red bricks. It's interesting that it shows you what cheats you can get, because I don't think... Kind of weird calling it cheats. Also, because I don't think it used to do that in the previous games. I've got a Riddler hourglass, I guess. Got a Batmobile. Oh, that's a sign. Okay, we got the giant coin. Wait, what's this? Oh, okay, we can just watch all of them here. Okay. I thought it was just the one. I thought that was a little weird. Yeah, so these are like the mini kits we can build by collecting all these things. Oh yeah, these are the DLC stages. And most of these... I mean, I could have collected more, but a lot of them you literally cannot collect your first time through anyway. Okay, we could... Yeah, it resets the timer. Makes sense. I should have probably... Not flying, but hey, we got it. Nice. So there's like another 50 hours of this probably if you wanted to. And I don't, so... What's this though? Enter code. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Commissioner's calling. Wait, can I not... Wait, there's an arrow pointing here somewhere. Do I need to be Batman to interact with this? Oh, wow, okay. That's pretty neat. I wanted to change characters, but I guess I'll just be Clark Kent. I mean, this is pretty awesome. Shit like that is really cool. Okay, I try to hold Y to swap into another character, but I guess I'll just do this with Robin then. Aha! Stuff like this is really cool. Alright, let's do it. Oh, he doesn't even grab the pole.
Oh no. Our nefarious old foe, that plundering punch-and-out.
Yeah, okay, that is Cesar Romero Joker. He's got the mustache and everything.
The dynamic duo spring into action to protect the good and true citizens of Gotham. Brace yourself, boy wonder. Those are military-grade poles, not for fun or recreation. To the Batmobile, Robin, we need to put a stop to that grinning devil. But wait, where is our trusty transport? That abominable outlaw. He's hit us below the belt. Even the Batcave is not safe from his contemptible crimes. Quickly, Robin. We must rebuild our crippled conveyance. We join our heroes in the top secret Batcave as they prepare to tackle the
I'm confused. This is really cool. I'm glad I stumbled on this, but what the heck? Is this like another level that was just hidden?
The Batmobile. Luckily, the ever-prepared crime
Like,
fighters keep
I guess.
parts hidden around the Batcave for just such an occasion.
Bat electric gun. Do I have like different gadgets? No, I can't do anything. Little music stings. I mean, this is really great. This is really fun. Oh yeah, we got the TV show Alfred. Can I actually interact? Oh, okay. I just should have known and just punch everything, I guess. So if this is like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is like a DLC thing that also happened to have this kind of way of activating the stage. But I would kind of assume that it's not. So are there more like hidden bonus stages? Who knows? I mean, I still don't feel obliged by any stretch of the imagination to like find and do all these or anything. I still feel pretty much done with the game. But since I actually finished up earlier than I thought I would, I don't mind spending a little time checking out this stuff. I mean, this is like way cooler and funner than most of the game was anyway. So, you know, maybe the DLC kind of isn't bad actually, because normally I would think that these kind of extraneous little bonus things, by virtue of not connecting to the main story, feel, kind of superfluous. But because the story was so sprawling and all over the place, maybe the fact that these might be self-contained is like more of a positive thing. Alright. We got 60s Batman vision. I guess using this magnifying glass station. Alright, alright. Up here then. Keep off. Atomic pile, super high voltage. Nice, I love the little magnifying glass. Do I just... Okay, I just got to clamp all these, I suppose. Alright, pretty straightforward. Now what? Okay, we got some kind of bat sonar. Alright, we got a little present. Yeah, that's just a mini kit thing, isn't it? Oh, I can glide. Sick.
Ever aware of the danger that awaits them, Batman and Robin are left with no choice.
Oh, okay, we build
to
this
destroy
thing.
their own computer equipment to find the spare Batmobile parts. What bravery!
What do I do? Oh, okay, I'm just hacking this. Mash X to hack.
I help because I can.
Hold B as Batman to carry a bat bomb. I mean, this is pretty good. There we go. I think we found some Batmobile parts, guys. Yeah, nice. Yeah, of course. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but of course, it's the 60s Batmobile. So can Robin walk up here? Yeah, he can. Nice. It's so cool that they made like different animations. Like instead of using the magnet boots, it's like wearing different little climbing gloves. Yay! Ah, so now Batman can get some juice. Bunch of boxes. So I think I was supposed to unload this somewhere on the left. Panel somewhere? Yeah, up here, I think. Up here. Oh. Ouch! Oh, I think he killed me. Oh, okay. I tap B to go into super secret cape mode. It's quite the walk animation. Man, this music's great. Oh shit! There's another one of these here. Well, we'll figure out how to get up there some other time, or never. Anyway, there's probably Batmobile parts in here, right? Yeah. A whole 60s Lego Batman. Honestly, yeah. I mean, fuck, dude, imagine even like a 60s Batman just game in general. That would have been sick. I mean, I guess it's not like too late. Obviously, Adam West isn't with us, but I'm sure. Like it's not. I mean, as much as I love Adam West, it's not like it would be fully carried by his performance.
Merely reconstructed. Our heroes just need to locate the engine.
I mean, even here, obviously, like he sounds old. You know, he sounds fine. I mean, it's not like embarrassing or painful to listen to or anything. But if it's a voice performance you would want to have carried like throughout the entire game, it might be a different matter. But either way, I think that's a really fun idea. Because they've done like stuff like this, and obviously Arkham Knight has the 60s Batman DLC, like the costume and the Batmobile stages and stuff. But yeah, dude, I'd be way into a whole game like this. At least it would have a more contained scope. Yeah, for sure. Plus, like, I don't know, I've always, like, when I was a kid, I loved like the Riddler in the TV show. He's like my favorite villain. I still really like the Riddler, but those versions too, like Penguin and the Joker and all those guys. Not to mention, you know, fucking Vincent Price as like Egghead or whatever. That was his character, right? Like King Tut or whatever else. Like all these other crazy villains and shit. It was a good show. Right? Oh, okay. I tried building it like 4 times and it just didn't work for some reason. There we go. Now we just gotta pull these things together.
The Batmobile has been rebuilt. Quickly, dynamic duo. We haven't one
I mean,
moment to lose.
to put it like this, I'd be much more interested in a 60s Batman game than, I don't know, some other grim dark version. Like, it's obviously not the exact same thing, but like the Brave and the Bold had a similar kind of very lighthearted tone, right? And it was, I mean, the Wii game wasn't fantastic, but like the tone and everything, like the style, it was very charming. So I think a game like this could work. But even as a bonus level thing,
batteries to power, turbines to speed.
Really cool. I mean, it's so cool that they went to the trouble of making all this shit so like specific.
Friend. Now onward. We must once again cage that.
I just kind of assumed that was it, but I guess
the odds of the Batmobile alone against such a formidable vehicle.
I guess we have a whole
the most reckless gambler cringe.
Level here.
What fortuitous timing. How does she do it?
Even like the you know the kind of set, like it looks really fake.
Watch out, heroes! The Joker's making a sharp turn.
Oh, okay, I see. Swap between them. I can only collect stuff with the character I'm controlling, which is a little weird. God, I'm going cross-eyed trying to look at all this shit happening. Yeah, they even get this little, like... Oh, I can hold... I see. The kind of rear projection feel, like the background feeling kind of flat. It's a really neat... neat touch. I wonder if... Like I said, I mean, I can't help but wonder if I stumble... Okay, this is pretty good. Stumble onto some DLC thing, because, like, I'd have more... I would more easily believe that this is something they did as paid DLC than just, like, a hidden extra level, because there's a shit ton of effort going into this.
He's escaping into that eatery. Let's serve him up as just desserts.
But I could be wrong.
Filthy criminals. Alas, my old friend, it seems we've fallen into a fiendish trap. hairless pussycats. It's that feline femme fatale, Catwoman. She's always got a trick up her paw.
All right. Okay. Let's just explain exactly what we're gonna do immediately. But okay, sure. Let's. Had 8 things on the way there, but. Ugh. Wait, hang on. All right, we're gonna need to magnify glass this.
You were expecting Mr. Mixier's pit.
Oh, okay. I guess we need to throw a bomb up there. Oh, it's like auto locks on.
What's this? Could those
Rip Catwoman.
pieces build into some kind of clue? Only time will tell.
All right.
What kind of treacherous scheme is
God
this?
dang it.
Batman and Robin lured into an elaborate trap? Holy
So
Ember.
what was this? What is this even? I can't even tell what it's supposed to be. The fireplace? Half an organ or something? Anyway, Joker showed up, so let's kick his ass, I guess. Oh yeah, right. This is the same as the previous games. You defeat Joker by getting electrocuted. Someone else punched him in the back of the head. Now where'd he go? Where's over there? All right, what's next? They also used the old lackeys. Yeah, I was wondering about that, the henchmen. Like, I was trying to think, like, they remind me a lot of the, like, 89 movie guys. But as I was thinking that, I was like, well, they probably had these guys in the old TV show, too. It's been so long since I watched any of it. But, like, with the effort they've gone through with everything else, like, it makes sense.
Be careful, Cape Crusaders.
Well, I guess in the movie, they mostly have, like, the purple leather jackets, right, with the Joker logo. But there is, like, the one mime, like, henchman that shows up in, like, one scene in the movie. But, like, all of the games, or some of them anyway, had, like, those guys as enemies. But they weren't really a bunch of them in the movie, I don't think. Try looking around. The original Lego Batman is basically a format they've used for the 60s Batman. I mean, yeah, it's got, like, a sort of condensed roster of characters that kind of lines up with the, you know, the greatest hits and everything, and it's all episodic and kind of self-contained. So, I mean, I could see that, but at the same time, it's obviously not this, you know. All right, that's gold, but can I? Well, I guess I probably could swap characters here. So, oh, there's Adam West, by the way. Maybe you. Well, I guess you could free-play this level, so you could explode this and rescue him. We're definitely back to Lego Batman 1 style of fucking infinitely respawning enemies while we're trying to get your bearings and figure out what the heck's going on. Anyway, use the bat magnifying glass. Where's Robin? There you go. Ah! Okay. I can't jump. Oh, never mind. I could. Okay, that's a switch that activates something, I'm sure. Makes perfect sense. Oops. I'm taking this piece in. Yeah, the episodic format worked well. And I think that's something that, honestly, it's like not something I guess you see a lot of in games, but I mean, it absolutely could work for a lot of things. Whoops. Oh, we need his bat cape shield. I got it. Aha! God, he's walking excruciatingly slow, but I assume that's what I'm supposed to do anyway. Not sure if that's... Anyway, it worked out. Oh, hey, Penguin. Alright, we're just gonna ignore him, I guess. Not sure if that's a refrigerator or a safe up there, but we'll break in either way. So this is a thing that we need to do something with. I like that they've got, like, this cavalcade of villains. Like, this is really a kind of... oh, okay. It's, I don't know if it was half of an organ, half of something. A jukebox, I guess. Yeah. It's a little out of scale, but sure. So is Riddler going to show up? I feel like he's the guy we're missing here.
That cake contained the count of conundrums.
There's some question marks there. That looks Riddlery. Okay. Yeah, I'm pressing X. There we go. Remote control ejection seat. Riddler. I love this little character logos. Let's punch him in the back of the neck. Got him. Climactic battle. Just trigger stuff. It's pretty cool to see him building stuff. Okay, we got bumper cars. Sure. I guess, you know, in a way, obviously I don't think you'd have a scene in the show quite like this. But something about the nature, the kind of surrealist, absurd nature of what's going on some level, I think, kind of captures the atmosphere of the show. Or at least it doesn't feel like... It feels kind of faithful to it in some way. I'm very glad that I found this, because I feel like this is going to let us leave the game on a much, much more positive note than that kind of anticlimactic, lackluster... I almost called it arcade mode ending, but like a story mode ending. Okay, one more thug. Oh, I guess the teeth counted? Is he going to just break now? Or eat his car? Yep, I guess it is. Alright, let's build it into something else. Bunch of discs. Are we going to magnet this? Alright, Robin, you're up. Nope, I said Robin. Just using the magnet plates. Alright. And with dance, we're going to get the Batusi. Yep, sure looks like it. Alright, I mean, that's pretty good.
Out of sight, baby. Well, that about wraps this case up. Curious how a swinging beat contain even...
Yeah, it's like pretty much the greatest hits medley here of 60s Batman references.
Tusi while we wait for the police to arrive. Then these villains can continue this song in Sing Sing.
That was great. That was really great. Did we get True Hero? Nah. I mean, I definitely didn't bother trying to collect. Didn't save Adam West, unfortunately, but that's fine. Yeah, this was better than pretty much the entire game. Okay, we are unlocking characters though, so yeah, I guess this must have been just a... Yeah, not DLC anyway, some kind of bonus. Yeah, Joker 66, Robin. The order here is like kind of all over the place. Yeah, we didn't unlock the other characters though, but I guess... Continue story. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm not gonna... I mean, first of all, even if the other DLC things are in a similar... Or if the DLC things, I guess I should say, because it wasn't one of them, as far as I know. Even if they were to have similar production values, like, by definition, they're not going to be as exciting or cool as Batman 66. So, like, Batman Anniversary, Nolan, Batman, Arrow. That seems like it would be miserable. This is Suicide Squad, I guess. But they probably can't call it Suicide Squad in like a E-rated game. Bizarro. Man of Steel. Yeah. Yeah, because I think, yeah, this one showed up here before, I think. So maybe there's other, I don't know. Well, I'm fairly positive that we're not going to find anything in this game that's more fun and charming than what we just experienced. So let's wrap this up on a high note and say that, man, at least this game had one thing in it that was awesome and the most fun I think I've had with any of these Lego games. Yeah, that was great. I loved it. So with that said, what was in here? Oh yeah. Let's quit to Windows and do a little bit of housekeeping. Let's get some music going here. Let me get some music. Turn it down a little bit. It's a little overbearing. And before anything else, let's put to the record here what. Oh man, I love Jesper Kuhn, but this music is just a little too intense. I think let's get something. It's a little more mellow. Where are we? Oh yeah, let's hop on over to this scene. And we're gonna get to this. This is gonna be a whole other thing. So let's hide that and bring up this instead. And we're going to, of course, document a little bit here. Let's scroll down and see that game number 55, Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, has been conquered, completed, beaten to a pulp in 9 hours, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad we were able to do that little fun bonus thing at the end because it definitely allowed us to end on a high note. And now I think almost fondly of this game, despite spending most of those 9 hours, I feel like, complaining and just moaning and whining about it not being as good as the second game. And next up, of course, is going to be Arkham Knight. It says here that we'll be playing it on PlayStation 4 because that's what I had been planning. But that's not the case because I'm planning anyway to play the PC version because I did some testing a few weeks back and I was able to get it with a bunch of other stuff, including the other Arkham games, for free on Epic, which is where I also got this game we just played. And I did some benchmarks, and it seems like I can run the PC version at 60 frames, and it appears just like this game to include all of the DLC and everything. So we're just going to get better performance. In fact, I was kind of dreading going back to the console 30 FPS gameplay after playing the other versions on PC. The jump from 30 to 60 frames just makes such a huge difference in action gameplay. Plus, I think the visual fidelity is probably higher on my PC anyway. But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, the PC version of Arkham Knight was notoriously broken, especially at launch. It's been a number of years. Hopefully, the Epic version is fine. Like I said, the benchmark in the game let me as far as it tells me, it's running well. But we'll see. We'll see. We will get to Arkham Knight soon enough, and as you can see here in this list too, there's after the main game, there's a slew of DLC for that game, which technically they are all kind of campaign story DLC, which is why they're included. However, with the exception of A Matter of Family, which is the Batgirl DLC, which is like a story thing kind of along the lines of the previous Arkham story DLC. The other ones, the Harley Quinn, Red Hood, Catwoman, Nightwing, and flip of a coin. Do you play as Two-Face? I don't think so. I don't remember. Is it Robin, maybe? Oh, I think it's... Maybe he plays Robin in the last one. Anyway, all of those have a playable story segment, which is 10 minutes long or something. They're super short. But I thought we're still going to play through all of them, but to give it a little more, to add some meat to the bones, we should try to do some of the character-specific, like combat and predator challenges too. So we're going to try to spend a little bit more time with each of them. Obviously, some of them, like the initiation for Arkham Origins, was like 40 minutes. It was super short. But these other ones for Arkham Knight, they would be less than half that, probably, just playing through the campaign, if you even want to call it that. So I'm going to try to make the most of it and actually spend a little time checking those out. But once we're done with that, it's Arkham VR, the Telltale games, and then we're done. So my previous prediction of probably not making it in February, but finishing everything in March, as far as I'm concerned, we're on track. We're on track. We'll start Arkham Knight soon enough. I have some other plans for the next stream I'll be doing, so probably not. I have some stuff I want to stream on Friday, but maybe this weekend or soon enough after that. Anyway, we are not quite done yet because, obviously, behind this, we also have this elephant in the room, the character, villain, whatever statistics. But what I wanted to do, and I've prepared this a little bit here. Let's see if we can get this to work. Let's do this. Let's hide this for now. I grabbed this video, which, let's see if the capture's working here. Ah, it is. Pit Fighter, soon enough. Iron and Blood. Well, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing like super secretive. I just wanted to do more fighting game, random, viewer request fighting games on Friday. I want to try to do that kind of not a weekly thing necessarily, but at least a few times a month. And I feel like it's time, so I want to do that on Friday. Anyway, let's do. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That makes it a little easier for me. So here's a video that just basically runs through. Let's mute it. All the playable characters. So we can kind of skip through this a little bit because, as you can see, it's 29 minutes long. It's showing off all the suits and stuff. Batman and Robin, we know these guys are in the game. Nothing too exciting here. But it's going to show off, obviously, all these other characters we never got to see in the game. And I figured, like, as we see them here... actually, that's... I was going to say, as we see them here, we can add them to the list, but that means I'm going to have to jump back and forth. So we'll just jump through this quick and take a look at it and see. In fact, we can maybe just double the playback speed. The Jigga Fapnet fighting game rando crossover stream. Yeah, that might be difficult to organize logistically. Otherwise, I'm game for sure. I'm really happy that FP started the PS1 randomizer again. It's there's so many crazy, fun, cool games, and it was really fun. He started like it was random, but he started off with Zero Divide, which, if you've been following my stream, you may know that I've really fallen in love with those games over the past year. So it was really cool. And then, yeah, Iron and Blood, of course. On that note, actually, I figured it's been a while, so I have another order of Japanese video games on the way. I placed the order with Zen Market from Surugaya last night, I think. 1 or 2 days ago? I can't even remember. Recently, anyway. Oh, wow. Joker has the Plastic Man thing, or like the ball. Interesting. Lex, and he's got the different suits too, right? Yeah. Yeah, big Lex. I love these, like the giant characters. They look really cool. So it's going to be probably 2 weeks or so before I have the games in hand. And of course, I'm not going to spoil what I ordered. But I can say that I will be adding some games to the list of available fighting games to pick for my Viewer's Choice fighting game streams. It's not a huge pile of games, but I bought a couple of games. Man, Plastic Man looks so cool. A few kind of rando, cheap, whatever. But I also actually got a few games, a small handful of games that had been on my kind of wish list for a while. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. It's, I mean, it's not like I don't have a gigantic, too big of a... Oh, nice, it's got the Batusi animation here. Backlog of games to play, but, you know, I can't help myself and buy more new stuff. Ambush Bug. Okay, this is the first character we didn't see in the game. Aquaman. I actually also have a couple of action figures on the way. Archilo. I don't think we saw this guy either. So we should be getting an action figure unboxing stream in the next week or two as well. Adam? Alright, it's pretty cool. Yeah, he's like tiny, I guess. Except when he's big. Or maybe he's normal sized, it's hard to tell. Atrocitus, yeah. Oh yeah, these chunky big boys, they look so good. Burn! It looks weird that he's like normal sized. But I guess that's consistent. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, since they added this mechanic with the big characters, sure, of course you're gonna do that with Bane. Bat Cow. Yeah, there's some deep cuts. I'm glad actually that this game does... Because the second Lego Batman game didn't really explore much more in terms of Batman stuff. They just kind of took the first game, in terms of the characters and all that stuff, vehicles, and mostly added more non-Batman stuff, like, you know, Superman, Justice League stuff. But this game actually has more deep Bat lore, even if it's stuff like this, 60s TV show stuff. Darkest Night. Yeah, okay, so I guess he probably has Green Lantern powers. That's pretty cool. Joker disguised Batman, yeah, of course, from the story mode. I love that he has the... I don't want to skip around. It's gonna... fuck it, let's do it. I love that he has the bat-shaped bow tie. I think that's it's such a cool little touch. That's a fun touch. This was one of my favorite like concepts and stuff they did in the game. It was well executed with the whole disguises thing. Batman, Zur-En-Arrh. So this is like the... I forget exactly the storyline, but isn't this something with like a weird Batman from some ancient timeline or something? Alright, Batman's playable? That's cool. He's been featured before, but I'm not sure if he's been playable. Beast Boy. Actually, I think Batmite was playable through the DS connectivity in the Wii version of Brave and the Bold. So we didn't get to see it, but he is technically playable in the game. Black Adam? Alright, cool. Yeah, we did see Shazam in that mid-credits stinger thing where a bunch of characters showed up. It was like Shazam and Black Canary. Black Hand? I don't actually know this character. And Green Arrow, whoever showed up. Black Manta. Oh yeah, I guess these characters are all just alphabetical. I didn't even realize. Bleeze. Yeah, she's a cool design. I don't know the character very well, but I love her design. Blue Beetle. Yeah, I don't think he was in the previous Lego Batman. Booster Gold. Yeah, it's a pretty damn fleshed out roster character in this game. Even though I guess it's a little bit padded with all the bonus like alternate costume versions. Brainiac Minion. Yeah, and of course the Thug. Oh, Bronze Tiger. Cool. Actually making his second appearance, I think. Bruce Wayne. Captain Cold. I'm just trying to remember which of these guys were actually in the previous game. Catwoman. Robin. Cheetah. Cheshire. Composite Superman. It's such a bad name for this weird Bizarro character or whatever. Well, it's not Bizarro, but Condiment King. Nice. That's definitely a first appearance as far as Batman games go. Alright, we got Cyborg Superman from Death and Return. Yeah, Deadshot. Oh, I hate that filter. That's kind of cool. Deathstroke, of course. I wonder if he's activating that filter like by mistake. Detective Chimp. Dexstar, yeah, right. He's the Red Lantern. Yeah, a lot of these cuts are too deep for me, even, for sure. Dr. Fate, yeah. We saw Dr. Fate's helmet in the story, so it makes sense that he would be in the game. Oh, Doomsday. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this character, but all of the big guys look cool. Who is this again? I didn't catch his name. Etrigan, right. Firestorm. Frankenstein, okay. I wonder what this version, like what from Jeff Johns, okay. Yeah, we did see this guy in the game. And Jim Lee too. It's weird that those guys were never featured like in any of the I guess they weren't able to get them for to record any dialogue, so they didn't bother doing anything with them. But I think Jeff Johns was like we saw him in some of the cutscenes, like just chilling in the Hall of Justice or whatever. For like Rod. Great Ghost. Grayson. I wonder kind of what version of the character that is. I'm sure it's something specific. Arrow, Green Lantern. Ugh. Looks weird too. Harlequin. Yeah, it feels so weird to have her like relegated to just one of these many bonus characters. Hawkgirl and Hawk Guy. It's just unusual. Heatwave, yeah, he's one of the Flash villains too, right? Hush, yeah. Yeah, he's been in all three, I think. He was like the super secret character in the first Lego Batman. Indigo 1. Indigo Tribe Warrior. Yeah, it's interesting because there are definitely these like henchmen enemies. Oh, cool. Sean Stewart. But they actually make up a very small part of the roster. Because in the first game, I feel like it's like 8 villains and then like 12 different henchmen. Yeah, the Joker Batman with the bow tie. Collibok. Fucking Kevin Smith. Yeah, okay. Oh, Kid Flash. Okay, makes sense. I mean, we saw that little coin thing to unlock the character, but I couldn't see who it was. Killer Moth is back. Padding his resume with game appearances. Kilowog. Crypto. Yeah, nice. I mean, I could see, like, again, like, if you were a big fan, like, it's definitely, like, this part, I said that I felt like the second game did such a better job with like fan service, referencey stuff, and just being like the humor. But in terms of like the roster of characters, like man, this is. I feel like there's not a lot of characters you could wish for in this game that aren't here. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty, but it's still they've got a lot of ground covered. Oh, yeah, Lobo. For some reason, I was about to think, like, yeah, maybe Lobo isn't in the game, but nope, he's here. Mad Hatter. Just thinking of, like, some characters that are maybe less, like, kid-friendly or whatever. But I guess it's all about how they present the characters. Obviously, they're not going to be, like, violently gory or whatever. Manchester Black. I'm going to definitely have to look up... Tally looks cool. I'm going to have to look up some of these characters to figure out whether they qualify as Batman villains or not for my spreadsheet statistics purposes, but there's actually not a lot of new Batman villains, which makes sense. I mean, there aren't many Batman villains that we haven't already seen. It's all about luring the kids into the DC universe. Gore can come later. Oh shit, it's the Music Meister. Wow, okay. That's awesome to see him. Like, this is not a character I would have expected to get multiple appearances, but there we go. Nightwing. so weird with the red, like New 52 Nightwing with the red color. Yeah, just get them while they're young. Ryan. Shit like this does make me even more interested and curious to mess around with the Marvel Superheroes game that I have. I'm sure it's not this fleshed out in terms of roster, but like even if the main roster is like the main Avengers and maybe some X-Men or something, I wonder what kind of Marvel deep cuts they would put in that roster, because I think I would know more of those characters than these guys, because there's a lot of characters here that I just do not know at all. There's a good number that I kind of know by name and I recognize the design, but I've never like read a comic or anything with like Polka Dot Man. Is this a character from the 60s TV show? Feels like it kind of would be. Alright, we've got the question. Yeah, I'm glad, again, that the generic henchmen make up such a relatively small part of the roster. Red Hood. It's so weird, Red Hood, that he has a red, like, head, that he doesn't actually have a mask piece. Because, like, his head... Red Tornado, cool. Like, anyone who has hair has, like, a bigger head than Red Hood. Like, yeah, the Flash, see? Like, they have the mask and the cowl, like, it looks... I feel like they should have done something like that for Red Hood. Riddler? Alright. Oh, ugh, that's a disgusting filter. Riddler 66. Yeah. That's my boy. Shoutouts to Frank Gorshin. Alright, we got Burt Ward. I like the giant Robin logo in the middle of his chest. But it's so cool that they actually bothered making like specific designs. I mean, they could have so easily just put Robin's head on the Lex body, but they went to the extra effort of actually making unique bodies for them. I think that's cool. Yeah, we got Shazam. That looks cool. Oh, cool. He can even transform. Although maybe that's just a little animation. Get a trophy for it. Alright, Sinestro. Got some Sinestro core dudes, of course. Stargirl? Star Sapphire, of course. She was prominently featured in the story. Superboy. Wow, okay. I don't recognize this costume or this version. Alright, he can fly. Supergirl, of course. Oh yeah, I guess that's supposed to be like the new 52 costume version. Okay, so you got the classic version with what is supposed to be a skirt. Oh, it's like a different version. Yeah, okay, so some characters have like multiple versions in the same slot. Like the villain, the henchmen are like the same. It's 90s mullet Superman. Swamp Thing. So I guess like any character that are like functionally the same. Yeah, Swamp Thing and Swamp Thing New 52. They just occupy the same slot. That's good. Thunderer. Looks cool, but I had no idea who that is. Tim Drake. One of the Robins, of course. Toyman. Trickster. Yeah, he's the Flash villain, right? Ultra Humanite. Yeah, this looks like some Silver Age nonsense. Maybe not. I don't know. And I mean Silver Age nonsense in the most positive way possible. Vibe. He's also from Flash, right? I think so. Wonder Girl. Wonder Woman Cheetah disguise. I mean, it is pretty cool though, like trying to come up, like, because they obviously have a bunch of the base kind of abilities in the game, like between the different, like the main characters, they all have different, like, Fierce Flame. Oh yeah, I think we're into DLC characters now because they're no longer in. Yeah, Zatanna must have been in the last regular character. Feora. Yeah, because now it's. Yeah, this is Man of Steel, of course. Zod and Feora. Of course, we're no longer in alphabetic order. Oh, hey, we can play as. I even forget his name, the actor. Okay, we can play as a Light. Or Lorvan, okay. movie version. Oh, it looks terrible. Pretty chunky number of characters though. Zod Agent. Russell Crowe is the name of the actor, right? Who plays Jor-El. Astro Batman. Oh, this must be the 75th anniversary, whatever. I'm assuming. Yeah, Brave and the Bold Batman. That looks pretty good, actually. Alright, Chunky Batman. Frank Miller Batman for Dark Knight Returns. Alright, first appearance Batman. That's pretty funny. I was going to say, like, how are they going to distinguish the Dark Knight Returns version? Okay, yeah, he's just gigantic. Gotham by Gaslight, Sinestro Corps. It's still cool to be able to have... I mean, with the Lego character designs being so simplistic, it's, like, pretty nice... that they were able to get, like, these many different costume variations, just different versions of Batman that are still distinctly different. Oh yeah, we got the Nolan kit. Oh. Dark Knight. I mean, okay, so that just looks a little silly. All right, we got Nurse Joker. I'm just blanking on every actor's name now for some reason. Oh, cool. We got Liam Neeson. I remember that much. Rachel Gould. Yeah, that like these characters all like just they're so lame. Like, regardless the movies themselves, in terms of the visuals of these characters, is that the end of the movie or the video? Like all these super cool, colorful, different versions of all these characters, and then you get these like really bland sort of movie. Oh, okay, so they're showing off like some of these alternate versions. So Catwoman Oh, I didn't think we saw them. Okay. Oh, yeah, so we see little different icons there. Where the chunky Batman. Yeah, that's pretty good. Space Henchman. I can only assume that this game also has every character that was in the first two games. So... the fact that we got to look at this now means that we have probably seen pretty much everyone. I mean, the designs are different. Maybe they exist as alternate costumes here too, but like, I definitely noticed and complained about Superman not having red underwear in this game. So maybe there is a classic Superman alternate version or whatever, but otherwise, that version is not in this game. But by and large, character-wise, I'm assuming everyone's represented. So it was nice to be able to get a look at everyone. With that said, boom, let's bring up this. So I do have prepared here, off screen, a little wiki list of every character in the game. So we'll just go through that well, I guess we'll do the regular thing here of going through the list. Let me move that out of the way. But referring to this wiki list of characters in the game, I'm gonna have to quickly Google some of these guys to see if they qualify as Batman villains, because I know there's at least one. The Conman King I know is a Batman villain, so he should be added. But he's from the animated series, I think. But there could be others that should go on here. But there's a lot that we know of. So Joker, obviously, in the game, making his 33rd appearance. The Penguin, clearly in this too. It'll be interesting to see which of these guys we're not going to add. Killer Moth. Well, Electrocutioner is not in this game. Firebug is not. Firefly, but not Firebug, right? Yes, Firebug, not in this game. One of the rare characters with one of... well, I guess not that rare with one appearance, but one of few. Catwoman, for sure. Yes. Mr. Freeze, yep. Poison Ivy, yep. Riddler. It's weird to add to these, realizing that, like, I guess we didn't really see much of them in the game. Scarecrow, actually, I mean, the movie version is in there, so it counts. But, wait, hang on. Give me a second here. I'm confused. Yeah, but was there a regular Scarecrow? I mean, I think it should count anyway, but I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was, actually. But the movie version was in this DLC, so I think that should count anyway. Same with Two-Face, actually. I don't think Two-Face was in the regular roster either. That is surprising. They're very major, like, considering they have Kevin Smith and Adam West, and actually, I guess Conan O'Brien wasn't a playable character either. Not that I miss him being a playable character, it's just since he was in the game and everything. Anyway, the movie version was in there, so I'll count that. That's Two-Face. Mad Hatter is in there. Harley Quinn is in there. Rupert Thorne, nope. Clayface, actually, not present in any form, it appears. Man-Bat, getting up there. Killer Croc, definitely. Original Ghoul, again, the movie version only. Interesting. Ventriloquist slash, what's his name? The dummy. Whatever. They're not in it. Bane is, though. And then we have the whole bunch of Batman Beyond characters, which we're likely never seeing again. Bonk, Wolf, Ghoul, Dee Roxy Rocket. Nope, none of those. Firefly, however. 4th appearance. How about that? Black Mask. Nope. Mr. Zsasz. Nope. Talia al Ghul. Ubu, Ratcatcher, Zinzu, Carmine Falcone. None of these guys. But Hush. I don't think we've... Hush has been in 5 games, and I don't think we've actually seen Hush in-game in any of these games so far. He's always been relegated to these secret unlockables that we have not had access to. Hugo Strange. Yeah, so some of these guys. Hugo Strange... maybe not. Wait, 48? Which game is that? I was going to say, I think one of these were in some of the previous LEGO games, but that's probably not the case. Catman, nope. Copperhead, Clock King, Gentleman Ghost. Music Meister does show up again here. How about that? Graduating from a single appearance here. Babyface, nope. Deadshot. Man, it's so strange to see Deadshot as only 4 appearances. But I guess Deadshot's appearance Deadshot's popularity, but also Deadshot, like, kind of being considered a Batman villain, I think is a relatively recent thing. Because I think... I don't know, maybe I'm just getting him mixed up with Deathstroke, who, by the way, also making his 2nd appearance. How about that? Grundy in there, too. I think of Deadshot as maybe more of a Titans thing or something, like Nightwing or whatever, but that could just be me being ignorant. Either way, I feel like him being popular relatively recently, so to speak, all things considered, that it's what's mostly accounting for his lack of appearances. Because I feel like Deadshot is kind of, not a given necessarily, but like, I would put him in terms of popularity and likelihood to show up in a DC or Batman-based game higher than most of the characters on this list. Like, I feel like he's more likely to show up in a modern game than Scarecrow, maybe, or Two-Face or something. Like, he's up there, I feel. Grundy, Deathstroke, Shiva, Anarchy, Bird. Bronze Tiger is back. He was actually back-to-back appearances. He was one of the bosses in Arkham Origins Blackgate. And he shows up here again. All right, so here's the interesting part here. Let's get through the list to see who we get to add, which may include some Googling here. I'm doing this kind of just reading off a list off stream here, but let's see. See if we get to some names that may or may not be relevant here. Ambush Bug is... look this up, but he's not like a villain, is he? He's not a Batman character, really. Affiliation Justice League. All right, that's all I need to know. Archillo is a Lantern. Adam Atrocitus. Prince Jar. Who the hell was that? Zod's 3rd in command. Son of the Joker. Let me Google this character. Prince Jar. Okay, I can try to... Oh my god, okay, now I'm just finding and Googling and only finding out stuff about Prince. What the heck? Images? I don't even know who or what this character is. Alright, I'm gonna skip over this for now and maybe come back to it if I can do some more research off stream. Alright, let's keep going here. Bat Cow, Bat Girl. Nah. All these Batman. Nope. Batmite. I guess we didn't add Batmite to the list, but I guess Batmite isn't a villain, really. I guess that makes sense. Beast Boy, Black Adam, Black Canary, Black Hand. Let me Google that character. Black Hand, DC. He is a Green Lantern villain. Alright, okay. Makes sense. Black Manta, Bleeze, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Brainiac, Captain Cold. Is there anyone else we need to add here? I don't know. Cheshire. Let's find out who that is. I realize this isn't the most riveting visual content here, but I don't have the easiest way to present this visually anyway. Affiliations. So Cheshire, a fictional DC Comics super villainous. Affiliation: Tartarus, Teen Titans, League of Assassins, Injustice League, Secret Six, Suicide Squad. First appearance: New Teen Titans Annual 83. Yeah, I think. Let me open up her Wikipedia page. Search for Batman. You know, it's maybe a borderline case, but let's add her to the list. Why not? So that's character number 64. Let me spell that correctly. First appearance, Lego Batman 3. Okay, let me there we go. I'm just excited to be able to add one more character without the... Because once I add a few more names to this list, it's going to start truncating them so they're not going to show up. So we're like, we're still alive. I don't need to, like, mess around. Oh, shit. There's Condiment King right there. Okay. Let me just Google Composite Superman. The Composite Superman is a DC Comics supervillain, an enemy of Superman and Batman, which makes sense. He's called Composite Superman, but he is half Batman. First appearance, World's Finest Comics, issue 142, 1964. I guess we need to count him, right? He's just as much a Batman villain as a Superman villain. Can I spell? And, whoops. Okay. It's really started to, like, creak now. It's so packed with names here. I'm gonna have to, like, if it starts cropping, we'll hopefully not have to deal with that, but we'll see. I do know for a fact that Arkham Knight has characters. I know off the top of my head of at least one character that has not been featured so far, so we're gonna need to make some adjustments here anyway. Cyborg, Superman, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Detective Chimp. I'm gonna Google that. I'm sure he's not a villain, I would assume anyway, but let me just Google Detective Chimp DC. First appearance, Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog, issue number 4, July 1952. Yep, he's a ape. He's a chimpanzee who's a detective. That checks out. That's 1950s comics. Dexstar, Dr. Fate, Doomsday, Etrigan. Can I Google Frankenstein DC and expect any results? Yes, Frankenstein is a fictional DC Comics character based on Frankenstein's monster character created by Mary Shelley. All right. First appearance, Detective Comics, issue 135 from May 1948. Let me look at this Wikipedia page. Frankenstein was created in 1948 by Edmund Hamilton and Bob Kane in Detective Comics 135. A later reworking was developed by Len Wein as the Spawn of Frankenstein concept. The monster fell under the thrall of Count Dracula. They often battled against Superman, Batman, or the Phantom Stranger. Frankenstein's latest revamping was created by Grant Morrison and Doug Mahnke in 2005 and is similar to Doc Frankenstein. He's one of the 7 soldiers and bears a resemblance to the creature as portrayed by Boris Karloff in the 1931 film. Can I search for more Batman? Oh, man. I don't know. It's, well... Let's err on the side of thoroughness and add him here. I'm trying to remember. Was Frankenstein in The Brave and the Bold? Let me, because I feel like he might have been, and I just didn't include him. But I could be wrong. List of Batman, the Brave and the Bold characters. Nope. Okay, he is not. Let's add him and then remove him if we can't fit any more characters. We're okay. We're okay. Jeff Johns, Jim Lee, Giganta. Sure, that's not a Batman character. A longtime enemy of Wonder Woman. Makes sense. Gorilla Grodd is a Flash villain. The Great Ghost, I think, was... Oh yeah, because he's he's like related to Batman sort. It's like the in-universe fictional Batman that Batman based himself on or something or other. But he's not a villain, right? Yeah, okay. That's all I need to know. Green Arrow, Heatwave, Hush, John Flair. Who's this? Okay. Not finding... Oh, he's a Superboy character, I guess. Okay. I don't care. Oh, there's so many of these fucking characters to get through. Joker, Calabac, Kid Flash, Killer Moth. Yeah, we have it in him, of course. Crypto, White Lantern, Larfleeze, Lexbot, Lobo, Mad Hatter, Man-Bat, Manchester Black. I have no idea who or what that is. Manchester Black, DC. He's in the Supergirl TV show, apparently. Affiliation is Starlab Suicide Squad. Introduced as an anti-hero, the character later becomes a supervillain. He's introduced in a Superman comic. Yeah, we're not gonna... Let's not count him. Metallo. He's like a probably Green Lantern character, right? Sounds like a space guy. Oh, okay. It's a... No, right. He's a Superman villain. Right. I knew that. Except I didn't. I'd forgotten. Parasite. Fuck, there's so many of these characters. It's crazy. Alright, he's a Superman villain. Oh, okay. Just realized I kind of recognized him. Polka Dot Man. See, that's... I'm curious about. Polka.man DC autocorrect. Thank you very much. Abner Krill, first appearance, Detective Comics 300. A minor supervillain who fought Batman and Robin early in their careers. Alright, he's just a, like, Golden Age or Silver Age villain. It counts. I'm gonna assume we're not gonna see much of him, but he's a bona fide Batman villain. He's got more right to be on here than many other characters. Oh my god, okay. We fucked up. Alright, I'm gonna add him here, and I'm gonna need to clean this up later. We hit the breaking point here. We're just gonna filter out a bunch of these character names. I'm just gonna add this. This makes this even worse to look at right now, but oh well. We're almost done here anyway. Reverse Flash, Riddler, Saint Walker, Shazam, Sinestro. Nah, I think we got pretty much everything here. Maybe this is a sign here. Oh, actually, Thunderer. He looked cool. I need to Google who this guy is. Thunderer, DC. A weather god of the Mwanjum people and last survivor of Earth 7. That does not sound like a Batman villain. Alignment good. Okay, alright. There we go. Toyman. That sounds like it could be a Batman villain, right? No, I guess not. He's mostly as an adversary to Superman. Okay, there we go. Fierce Flame. Let's just find out who that was. I think that's the last character. Ah, okay. Fierce Flame was the winner of a custom LEGO minifigure contest run during the development of LEGO Batman 3. So it's like a fan-made original character, Do Not Steal. That's kind of cool. But she's a hero and also doesn't exist outside of this game, so... Well, there you have it. We finally got it. Oh boy, this was quite the adventure. Anyway, I need to clean this up. I need to fix this somehow. Maybe we'll filter out some of these more pointless characters or kind of section them off somewhere else so we can kind of keep track of this. In any case, LEGO Batman is done. We completed LEGO Batman 1, 2, and 3, and we're done. Why don't we bring this up real quick again. Boom, boom. We got Arkham Knight, we got a bunch of Arkham Knight DLC, we got Arkham VR, Telltale series, and then we're done. I'm looking forward to that. Once we're done with Batman, we're gonna have so much time to do all kinds of other nonsense on stream. That's gonna be fun. I could make 2 lists, major and minor villains. Yeah, I'm gonna think about, like, we're gonna definitely do a big kind of finale stream where we rank all the games and maybe do some other stuff. Like I said, I'd wanted to revisit some of the games that we lost the VODs for early on. There's some other kind of statistics that could be possible to track or record somehow. And maybe I could organize kind of a reshuffling of all of this. Obviously, it would be pointless to try and do this now. I'd rather kind of finish everything and then do it. But I don't know. I got to think about it. Anyway, I'm really glad we were able to wrap this up tonight. And that's going to be it for me tonight. A little bit of a shorter stream, but we finished up what we needed to finish up. As I mentioned previously, I want to stream some more viewer request fighting games on Friday. Yeah, it works the way it usually does. Tune in and win a raffle to pick whatever game I play, and we're going to play some random fighting games, mostly stuff from my collection. And I'm going to try to kind of use that as a way to go back all through my backlog and play all these fighting games that I've been piling up back in the shelves there. But we'll see how it goes, because I will inevitably add to the list as the year goes on. And in fact, as I mentioned, I've ordered some games from Japan, and they include, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think at least 5 or 6 fighting games. I got really excited to buy more fighting games when I'm doing this project. So whenever those show up in the mail, probably in 2 weeks or so. Could be end of next week if we're really lucky, but probably the week after that. We're going to stream those. And somewhere roughly in the same time frame, I imagine I'll be getting a box from America with some action figures, which we're going to be unboxing too. So whenever I have more information on when those boxes are showing up, I'll forward that information to you guys so you know that when we'll be streaming. But yeah, next time will be on Friday. I've got some stuff going on after work tomorrow, and I'm going to take Thursday off streaming. Maybe I'll get started on Yakuza 5. Who knows? And on Friday, let's do some fighting games. Until then, take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Stick around, and I'll find someone to host. Take care. See you on Friday, hopefully. If not, some other time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.